Who the hell thought that this music was a good idea? What is going on, guys? FMU here, welcome. And we're going to have a little bit of a play with something a bit different today. No, it isn't rude. This is Retro Mofo. This is 1993/4 Retro. This is Premier Manager 2, as you can see there from the brilliant graphical showpiece in your face. Now this is set, this is a time before David Beckham was in the first teams. This is a time that Cristiano Ronaldo was even considering starting a first team match. That'll do. And you know, some of you watching this is frightening. Some of you watching were not even born. But the dog next door is howling the crap out of the house. So if the audio picks that up, I apologise. But today we're going to crack on. We're going to start. And we're going to start with a fictional manager called David Grudy. Okay, and I'll go through the teams and show you quickly the teams that are in the division. You have to start in the conference. There's no way around it. You have to start in the conference. So we've got Dagenham and Dover, Gateshead, Halifax, Kettering, Kidderminster, Macclesfield, Merthyr Northwich Victoria, Runcorn, Slough, Southport, Stafford Rangers, Stalybridge Celtic, Telford, Welling United, Whitton Albion, Woking, Yeovil Town, and Altrincham, Bath City, Bromsgrove, and then back to Dagenham. So I'm just going to go through, and I may put one at random, or I might not decide to go with them. But we're just going to sort of go through and see where it picks, and then we'll see if we go with them or not. I'm actually not looking at it at the moment. You can see what it's going for at the moment, but I can't. Kettering Town, that'll do me. I'm happy with Kettering Town. So we're going to start with Kettering, and obviously, like I say, you start in the conference. Now prepare yourselves for these amazing graphics. I'm going to get rid of the music in a minute. It will fade away. Don't worry. Don't you worry yourselves. You're not going to be subjected to it permanently. So we start off on this screen, and of course, because of the settings and stuff, it is going to be a little bit condensed in your picture. So you know, you're going to have to just deal with it, basically. Just deal with it, all right? But yeah, this is where you pick your friendlies. You don't have to, but you can. I'm just going to quickly go through and pick a week one against Workington Reds. This is what I used to do. The reason I'm playing this is because Cheltenham Town were a complete non-leaguer then, not even involved. Simply because I was thinking about it the other day. It just came into my mind really randomly, and I was just like, oh man, I used to love playing that game. I used to really love it. And on Pro Manager 2, on the Amiga I used to play it on, I used to get to, I got all the way through, and I got up to Division 1 as it was known in 1993, which is the championship now. And I used to get teams there, get them promoted to the Premier League, then leave for another Division 1 team, get them promoted, leave to another Division 1. I was terrified of managing the Premier League when I was a kid. I don't know why. And then I remember I was managing Derby County, and I just suddenly thought, you know what? Screw it, I'm going for it. And I went for it, and I loved it. But yeah, it was just so funny how I was so terrified. Oh, it was a frightening world. But yeah, this is, like I say, where you pick your friendlies. You don't have to pick them all. I'm not going to pick them all. I just wanted to play a couple. This is the fixtures list. So you can see we've popped in there that we wanted to play Workington Reds and Cheltenham. So we're playing both of those in the first 2 weeks of the pre-season. Then we're going to have a little break before we play Stafford Rangers away on the opening day. And go for it. Our FA Cup exploits will begin against Bury in the FA Cup, funnily enough, in week 10 or day 10. I don't know how they... I think it's week 10. Yes, yeah, so why would it be day 10? Oh, idiot. Week 10. So we're in week 1. Monday, week 1, 1993 at the minute. It's a long way off. And you go through all the fixtures. Weren't Halifax? Did I not notice Halifax on the list? Whatever. And then on Premier Manager, the players are rated out of 99. So we've got a goalkeeper of 29. Defenders are 24, 28 and 26. We have a midfielder who can actually double up. This was a great thing about Premier Manager. If your goalkeepers were battered, injured, broke your leg, suspended, whatever, you could use outfield players. I mean, look at Donald. He's got 20 for goalkeeping. We do have Bastock, who's 32, which for this level, believe you me, is quite decent. You're looking at play. If you're looking for a decent player in this level, you're looking at around between 33 and 40. It's hard to get players higher than that. If you're getting players rated in the 50s, then you're into league football. You're into, like, you know, League 2 or Division 3 as it was known when this game was out. So that's that. I'll just quickly carry on going through the base guys. So Hope is actually a defender of 20, so he's not the greatest in the world. Then we've got midfielder, which is Roderick of 25, 33 for Wright, 34 for Hodges. And then we've got a bit of an all-rounder in Donald. He can play in goal. He could kind of double up as a defender if desperate, midfielder and attacker. And then we've got Brown, 25. Wood, again, a bit of an all-rounder, could play in these positions, would need to be worked on a lot. Smalley, not great, to be fair. Bastock would be the first choice goalkeeper. Reed, 23 and 26 in midfield and attacking. Appleby's 23 attacker. Donovan, 24 attacker. Then we've got Harris, who's just poor, and Price, who's not much better. So not the greatest of teams there. So we'll hit the old power button and look at this for a home screen. Oh, the memories are coming back now. The memories are coming back. So you can look at the team here, and then if you select your player, it tells you here, look, his name, his age, his wages per week, how many years is his contract, if he's insured or not. This is a big thing on Premier Manager. It was insuring your players. It would cost you a fortune. So it was kind of a waste of time, really. And you go through, you tend to find the players with a really low stats a little bit younger, and they are decided on their position by colour. So if you're not sure what position you're supposed to be playing where, if you're not sure what those mean down the side, which you should be, the colours sort of help you out there. And what I used to do is, if I ever got a suspended player or an injured player, I would move them there. You select it with the left button and swap it with the right. So I used to place the injured players underneath these blocks. Those blocks are obviously the spare spaces in your squad, so that's handy to know. We've got no matches played yet. This is the tactics screen. Oh man, what a life, what a time this was. To me, this game seemed so intricate and detailed at the time. It's crazy. So that is a nice little comparison screen between you and your next opponents, so you can have a little look and see how you fare. We should really beat them. Injuries there if you ever need to, reason weeks, and if they're being treated or not. And then this one here was great. You can click on a player and change their name. So going forwards, that's going to be good, because when we get to the point where I would have been leaving the academy in real life, I'm going to add myself into the game, which is why I went with David Grody as the standing manager. Okay, so that's that. In here, we have a history of everything we've achieved when we do it, of course. It will have your previous clubs in here, how many matches you've played in each division, in each competition, how many times you've won, drew, lost. Self-explanatory, really. This one, is it this one? One of them, I can't, oh, it might not be on this one. It might have been on the later game. It may possibly have been on a later game that I'm thinking of, unless it's... No, is it? Yes, it is. It's on a later game. I think it's on Premier Manager 3. You used to have a screen where you can click on, you can see exactly how many times you've played every team, how many times you've beaten them, lost, drew, and all that sort of stuff, which is pretty cool. Up next, this video is going to be a little bit longer, by the way, while we're going through the stuff. This is obviously the transfer market. So, how do we do it? I can't remember how we... this is, how do we, is it we click on buy? Oh wow, on this one he's moved to Stoke. So if you've not sort of scouted players, you have no scout employed, you can't look at how good they are. That's not Eden Hazard, by the way. I don't even know if Eden Hazard was born at that point. Robbie Earl. But, you know, you can go through this. Oh, Biggers. Marcus Bignett. Oh, I forgot he was here. Abido. Oh, man. Living Abido Loca. There's some players knocking around on this game. Oh, Giorgio. That I used to sign all the time. And this is a real trip down memory lane for me. This player here is Marcus Bignett. But we can't really look at those guys yet. We need to kind of start getting a bit of staffing. So you can see here, look, everything was done through the phone. We haven't got any coaches at the minute. You could ring your insurance guys and then you could select if you wanted to insure them or not. And then you can come out of there. So we need to employ members of staff because we don't have any. So we do need a scout. So we've employed Bab. That is easy as that. Lundy boy can come in for that. I think we'll go through and we will employ one of each. It could really knacker our financial settings up there. Oh, it's not too bad really. It's dropped down. It was 175, I think it was before. It's 167 now. That's not too bad. But we should now hopefully. I don't know if it works this quick. It does. There you go. You select the player, click on the scout button. It will show you their ratings. So he's a fair 4-star in tackling and passing and shooting, which means, you know, you don't see the numbers. You have to go off. It's fair, good, very good. What was it? Fair, good, very good. Superb, I think. Yeah, very good. Peacock. No, you're not brilliant either. Hazard? No. I think it goes superb, exceptional, world class. If I remember rightly, it's been so long. I believe that is the case. Sponsors is literally a case of for 30 weeks. It will tell you, it will say sponsors on the stand, on the little sponsorship thing. It will come across the top. I'll show you. See how it says there, sponsors. Once you've filled your sponsor boards, that will go away, I think, if I remember rightly. And you basically go through and sort of figure out how many of these you want for how long. So we could add that one, that one, that one. Let's go through. That one will do. We'll take that one. No, they want 3 boards. We need one that only wants 1 board. That'll do. So that's that. And then we can click on this stand. These, you know, there's only 8 boards available on this one. So you just go through basically and fill what you can with whatever's available basically. Or I always just go for the big money ones and then kind of just fill the others in with what I can when I can. And we need a 1. You can have that one. So we do have a couple of sponsorship boards available still on here, but we don't have anybody who wants to sponsor that stand at the moment. If you look at the money now, that's bumped us up to 270 grand in the bank, so that's sweet. This here, the fax machine, is where you get all of your information. Any news comes in here. You'll get a fax saying such and such has contacted us about wanting to buy a player, and then you will go to the phone and it will come up on the phone somewhere. It shows up on the phone. I think it may come up at the bottom here or something. I can't fully remember. Then there's the ground improvements. Now this is really crap compared to on Pro Manager 3. They had it very different. It wasn't brilliant still, but it was very different to this. I believe, can you rename the stands? You can. If you right click on the stand, you can rename the stand as well, which I think is pretty cool. So you can rename the stand after players. You can't rename the ground. You can add coverings to it. You know, you can add seating, supporters clubs, undersoil heating, eventually facilities, you know, for food and stuff, floodlights, scoreboards, car parks and safety stuff. We'll leave it for now. I don't want to go through too much of that at the moment. So basically, for the next episode, I'm going to do 3 videos today. I'm going to show you how to, if you want to load up Premier Manager games using the DOS box. I'm going to do this one, which is the intro, and then the next episode we're going to do a couple of games. We're going to play the friendlies, get them out of the way, and I will come in, we'll do a couple of games in the league, and I'll see if I've improved the squad in any way, shape or form. I will let you know. But guys, thank you for watching this first intro episode. Like I say, all 3 videos are going to come out now. If you've just watched the the setup video, thank you for watching that. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you go on and watch the next episode. But thank you for watching, guys. If you think this is something you're going to enjoy, remember to leave a like. Thanks very much, guys. I'll catch you in the next episode back in 1993. Madness.